It is a pleasure to welcome some of our nation's finest citizens here to the People's House. And let me be the first to congratulate each of you and your family members for the receipt of the highest honor a civilian can receive, the Citizens Medal. We host a lot of events at the White House, but I have to admit this is one of my favorites because it's a moment when, as a people, we get to recognize some extraordinary men and women who've gone above and beyond for their country and for their fellow citizens, often without fanfare, often with not a lot of attention, very rarely for any profit. We are a nation of 315 million people. Out of all these folks, around 6,000 were nominated for this medal, and today you're the ones receiving it. Not just for what you do, but for what you represent, for the shining example that you set every single day, and the inspiration that you give each of us as fellow citizens, including your president. So congratulations to the recipients. And now I would like our military aide to read the citations.
The Presidential Citizens Medal recipients. Dr. Brazelton has dedicated his life to transforming pediatric care. His pioneering work has given generations of parents the chance to take control of their children's health from day one. During his 9th year of service in the Army, Adam Burke was diagnosed with traumatic brain injury and post-traumatic stress disorder after saving a comrade from a mortar blast in Iraq's Sunni Triangle. He received a Purple Heart for his heroism. Unwilling to stop serving his country, he turned his family farm into Veterans Farm, a space for wounded warriors to heal by working the land and finding stability on friendly soil. Driven by her faith and a fierce commitment to her community, Mary Jo Copeland has spent more than a quarter century lifting up the underserved. Alongside her husband, she grew Sharing and Caring Hands from a small storefront operation in downtown Minneapolis into a charity that provides thousands of men, women, and children the chance to live in health and dignity. When Michael Dorman saw disabled veterans struggling to secure the opportunities they had given so much to preserve, he knew he had to act. A 20-year veteran of the Coast Guard, he founded Military Missions in Action to help veterans with disabilities live independently and support those suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and traumatic brain injury. Born in Colombia and brought up in Washington, D.C., Maria Gomez has dedicated her life to providing high-quality health care to the community that raised her. Guided by her vision, Mary's Center for Maternal and Child Care has delivered exceptional outcomes to disadvantaged populations for more than 2 decades. As Pamela Green Jackson mourned the loss of her only brother to obesity-related illness, she vowed to honor his memory by saving others from the same fate. The result, Youth Becoming Healthy, has equipped young men and women in Georgia schools with the knowledge and opportunity they need to get a strong start in life. After Janice Jackson was struck by an incoming car when she was 24 years old, doctors told her she would never be able to move her limbs again. Battling against the odds, she regained control of her left arm and reached for the promise of the years ahead. As a mentor, a counselor, and the founder of Women Embracing Abilities Now, she is drawn from the depth of her experience to empower women with disabilities and advocate passionately on their behalf. Patience A. Lehrman. A first-generation immigrant from Cameroon, Patience Lehrman embodies what it means to be an American citizen. Recognizing that immigrants have always made our country stronger, she has worked to make America a land of greater opportunity for all who call it home. Under her leadership, Project Shine has helped thousands of aging immigrants and refugees build deeper ties to their communities by connecting them with college students nationwide. The United States honors Patience A. Lehrman for reaffirming the truth inscribed in our nation's seal, that out of many, we are one. Accepting on behalf of Jean Manford, her daughter, Suzanne Swan. In an era when peaceful protests were met with violence and coming out was a radical act, Jean Manford knew she had to stand by her son, Morty. Side by side, they marched proudly down the streets of New York on Stonewall's anniversary, calling upon other parents of gay and lesbian Americans to show their children the same love and acceptance. As a boy growing up on South Dakota's Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, Billy Mills rose above adversity by dedicating himself to a dream. Billy has spent 26 years lifting other men and women toward their aspirations through running strong for American Indian youth. During World War II, Terry Shima served in the Army's 442nd Regimental Combat Team. As the executive director of the Japanese American Veterans Association, he committed himself to preserving the stories of service members who fought and bled overseas. A friend to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and an advisor to President John F. Kennedy, Harris fought alongside civil rights leaders to end segregation and advance the march of justice. During his time at the White House with the Peace Corps, as a senator, and leading the Corporation for National and Community Service, he gave generations of Americans the chance to serve their country. Rachel DeVino, Dawn Hochsprung, Anne Marie Murphy, Lauren Russo, Mary Sherlach, and Victoria Soto, for dedicating themselves to their students and to the community of Newtown, Connecticut. Accepting on behalf of Rachel DeVino, her mother, Mary DeVino, and sister, Sarah DeVino. Accepting on behalf of Dawn Hochsprung, her daughter, Erica Lafferty, and mother, Cheryl Lafferty. Accepting on behalf of Anne Marie Murphy, her husband, Michael Murphy, and daughters, Paige and Colleen Murphy. Accepting on behalf of Lauren Russo, her parents, Terry and Jal Russo. Accepting on behalf of Mary Sherlock, her husband, Bill Sherlock, and daughters Katie Sherlock and Maura Schwartz. Accepting on behalf of Victoria Soto, her parents, Donna and Carlos Soto.
Let me close by just saying a few words of thanks. First of all, to Wendy and all the people at the Corporation for National and Community Service. Thank you for all that you do to make our communities and our country stronger. We're very grateful. To those who nominated these outstanding individuals, thank you for taking the time to share their stories. The competition was stiff, and your words gave life to their work. To all the family and friends who are here celebrating with the winners, thank you for the love and support that you provide to them every single day, because they couldn't do what they do unless somebody had that love and support for them. I know the awardees would agree that this honor belongs not just to themselves, but to everybody who supports them. And finally, to the winners of this year's Citizens Medal, we want to congratulate you once again.
My name is Patience Lehrman. I am delighted to be a recipient of the highest civilian honor in America. And I originally from Cameroon, West Africa, and came here. I'm currently working at Project SHINE. SHINE stands for Students Helping in the Naturalization of Elders. It's an immigrant integration initiative in Philadelphia at the College of Health Professions at the Intergenerational Center. And we mobilize college students and retirees throughout different states, engaging them in service to immigrant elders, an often overlooked population of segment of the immigrant population, and promoting really a two-way model of interaction, of integration, where the students learn about service, they learn about the diversity in their communities, they learn about becoming global citizens and interacting with people from different parts of the world. The elders gain valuable skills that prepare them to really fully live an American life and engage in American society and become part of the fabric of this society, learning English, getting job skills, learning how to participate in the civic life of America, and really contributing their talents and potential to help build a better America. this work is meaningful to me personally because I am an immigrant from Cameroon and I understand the challenges immigrants face, but I also believe the work is very critical to the health of this nation, and I'm delighted to represent millions of others who traveled 2/3 across the world, leaving behind everything they know and pursuing the unknown in search of a better life with nothing but a dream and hope in their hearts that if they work hard in America, they can achieve their dreams, not just for themselves, for their children, and for generations to come. I am delighted to really represent that this noble men and women, and I think this award speaks to the inspirations of millions who work tirelessly to make a better society for all of us, but who often go unrecognized. But their selflessness and the courageous acts that they perform daily inspires us and inspires me. I've talked with a lot of reporters. People are really excited about it. There are 2 people from Pennsylvania receiving this award, former Senator Harris Warford and myself. And there's really this strange wrinkle in the story, believe it or not. I am here because of the work he did in launching Peace Corps. I got married to a Peace Corps volunteer. I was inspired by a Peace Corps volunteer who left the comforts of her home in Texas to come to a remote country in Africa to teach me how to read and write, and really espoused what I believe is beautiful about America. And here I am on the same stage receiving this medal with Senator Warford. We are not just passive recipients of our destiny. We are architects of our destiny. And regardless, our circumstances don't have to be perfect for us to pursue perfection. And so you may not have everything you need, but it behooves us to extend a hand to others in need. Doing it when nobody is taking notice. Doing it when no one is giving you any accolades. Doing it because you know it's the right thing to do. Doing it because you know it is in service to another human being that you truly feel alive. There are people right now on the plane heading to America from poor countries like Cameroon and other parts of the world because of the promise of America. And if this award means anything and it inspires them, then I want that to send a strong message to everyone who looks to America as the beacon on the hill and say, I can make it there if I try. If I just work hard and I don't give up and I keep pressing forward. I will be delighted to be in their presence and humbled because I know I am just like them and they are like me. And they care about improving their lives for themselves and their families. They left behind everything that was familiar, like I did, and pursue what was unfamiliar with nothing but hope and faith and a dream for a better life.
Wow.
And every day we struggle for that. And America is the place that allows us to activate our potential and be of service to our fellow brothers and sisters.